Yo, what's good, real ones? It's Levon. You already know who it is. Welcome back to my channel, and I'm here to drop another gem on y'all today. So, you guys, something new that I want to start doing with my channel is bringing you words for the day. You know what I'm saying? At the beginning of my videos, because I am a sucker for learning new vocabulary. I believe it's a powerful thing to be able to articulate yourself and say exactly what it is that you intend without needing any clarification. You know what I'm saying? That can get you a long way in life. And my mom and I, you know what I'm saying, we're always sharing new words with each other. Her vernacular is pretty immense, you know what I'm saying? So she's always sending stuff my way, and anytime I find a new word, I'll send it her way, and she already happens to have heard it and knows the exact definition off rip. It's crazy to me. So, anyways, today's word for the day, today's word is recalcitrant. And go ahead and leave it in the comments if you already know what that means. But anyways, knowledge is power. And
just to confirm, you'd like to call Jess Trevino.
What? Where did you get that from, dog? Come on, bro. What does recalcitrant mean?
As an adjective, recalcitrant means having an obstinately uncooperative attitude toward authority or discipline. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Sure, why not?
As a noun, it means a person with an obstinately uncooperative attitude.
Okay, so boom, right? Basically, same definition. Recalcitrant. That kind of defines me a bit. And I'm sure I'll put the definition up on the screen for you guys. But I've always been one that just hates being micromanaged. I hate people just breathing down my neck. You know what I'm saying? I hate having to just listen to demands from other people, like things like that. I hate it. All right, I've always been that way since I was a younger, kind of a bit of a rebel in a sense, but it's more so like, at least I'll be way more willing to follow your leadership if what you're saying makes sense, you know what I'm saying? And if you're a solid, pleasant person. If you lack those two things, then I'm gonna be like, yo, what the fuck I look like listening to you, dog? Recalcitrant, there's a new word for you. You're welcome. So, boom, right? Dang, that was a long little prelude to this video. Anyways, in this video, I want to talk about phobias. Because it seems like these days, if you have some kind of opposition to another's choice of lifestyle, then you're by default just deemed as phobic of said lifestyle, you know? Not that that lifestyle just doesn't align with you, not that maybe you guys should see things a little different. No, you have a phobia and you should be shamed and shunned and canceled for not agreeing. And let's not beat around the bush. I don't like to beat around the bush. We're the realists, you know what I'm saying? I like to bring the real and be authentic and whatnot. So right now, what I'm thinking about, the first one that comes to mind is FATphobic. FATphobia. This is a term that's been, it seems, growing. You know what I'm saying? More people are talking about fatphobia and, the acceptance of fatness and actually, not even the acceptance. That's wrong, because fat people have never not been accepted. My issue comes in when, you're trying to enforce, you know what I'm saying, or you're gonna call me a name because I don't exhibit the same life choices and lifestyle that you do. But let's get into it, right? So let's talk about the suffix that's like the end of a word, the suffix phobia, right? What does phobia is being like the fear of something. So because I don't believe that stuffing my face with types of junk food and not watching what it is I consume and just eating whatever. And if you guys can start hearing a rattle, that's pretty annoying. It's because my dryer is running, or the washer is spin drying now and is shaking the house a little bit. I feel like that's loud. What the fuck? Alright, the spin dry is done, so back to it. What the heck was I even saying? So yeah, blah blah blah. If I don't identify with that choice of lifestyle, we got to suffix, phobias. Yeah, so boom, right? The fear of something. So I'm gonna try to like make this make sense in my head. So if it doesn't really make sense to me that I have a fear of something just because I choose not to exude that thing within my life, right? Similarly, if we're gonna go off that line of logic, right? Let's say I choose to not drink. Okay, I value my liver for the days that I'll have it on this planet. Say I don't drink, I don't want to be intoxicated, I don't want to be shit-faced in public and, doing, maybe acting out of character, maybe speaking out of character, what I'm saying, out of line. Let's just say hypothetically. Because I choose not to drink, by the logic of someone that would deem me FATphobic, then I am drunk phobic, right? Or alcoholic phobic, or would you say alcohol phobic? What the heck is going on out there? Anyways, yeah, so, bro, y'all know I got bad eyesight. There's something going on outside my window, and I can't really tell what the heck that is, but I'm gonna just ignore it for now and act like it's nothing. So, so I would be drunk phobic or alcoholic phobic. No one says that. Why does no one say that? Because it doesn't really make sense to say that someone has a fear of something just because they don't do it. I mean, and I can see maybe if I'm gonna put myself in that person's brain, I can somewhat see the correlation of, okay, they're not doing this, therefore they have a fear. Like if I have a fear of height, I'm not gonna go to the tallest building in my city and stand on the edge and look over. I can see somewhat that correlation, but I mean there's multiple factors that go into something like that. So it's not that just because someone avoids something that they have an inherent fear of it. Alright, it's been like, I don't know, a few hours since I recorded that video, but something that came to mind when I was just doing my workout that I wanted to mention was this conversation usually comes up when people are talking about their preferences in dating. From what I've seen, it's like, yeah, if I don't want to date somebody that's obese or that's morbidly chunky, right? And then that's when the whole fat phobe thing gets thrown around, right? Guys, I just got in a good ass workout, right? Don't mind me. That's when the whole fat phobe thing gets thrown around. And really it's like, if I say, so it boils down to preference. So if I say, I only want to date black women, I just think they're more attractive. That's my preference, right? That's not to say I'm Hispanic phobic or Caucasian phobic or Asian phobic or anything like that, right? I just have my preference. That's really all that means, dude. Let's stop. Let's just stop. Okay. It probably won't stop. It won't, but just, these are my thoughts, and there you go. Back to the video. And, I'm gonna play the devil's advocate, because I feel like if you're gonna actually have the conversation, you need to try to kind of see the other side to some degree. So let's give it to you, right? Let's say I am fatphobic and I have a fear, of fatness, I guess. I would say, and I'll even own it, I am. This isn't even hypothetical anymore. I am fatphobic. I'm scared of being fat. Yeah, I'm scared of being fat. I don't want that for myself at all. That's why I work out. That's why I exercise. That's why I watch what I eat. You know what I'm saying? I do have a fear of, you know what I'm saying, trying to get up a flight of stairs and then I'm not even able to make it because I'm wheezing and gasping for breath. I do have a fear of my life span being shortened, you know what I'm saying, due to my lack of self-control in what I choose to consume. And if you're offended by that, then you should be. That means you probably know you have a lack of self-control. I'm not saying anybody specifically, but you know who you are. So I don't believe that I should be called a name when you know the things you need to work on. But back to my point. I digress. I do have a fear of, I don't know, freaking getting in a car accident and I can't even unbuckle my seatbelt and get out, squeeze out the back of the trunk or whatever because I'm stuck. Why? Because I have all this excess skin and fat sitting on my body. I have a fear of that. Yes, I do, for myself. Does that mean I'm scared of, if I see someone that's morbidly obese walking around in the street, does that mean I have a fear of them? No. So I can see the correlation that someone would try to make if I'm trying to, make this stretch of a scenario make sense. I can see the correlation there a little bit, but it's not the same thing, man. And I'm trying to give this to you, whoever you may be that would call someone fatphobic, right? I'm trying to give this to you. So even if I have a fear of that for myself, right? Let's say I am fatphobic in that regard. Why is that an issue? Why is something I have a fear for myself? Why am I shamed for that? You know what I'm saying? That is an animal of some sort, like a big old, a big ass. I'm gonna say big ass, like a big ass cat or something. I don't know. It's something moving out there. That's what caught my attention. Anyhow, yeah, we're not shaming people for their fears. You're not gonna shame anybody for being scared of clowns or the dark. Maybe, I don't know, but like it just doesn't make sense. And the last random point that came to me that I wanted to make is the irony of this whole thing, right? So we're being shamed for our preferences and not wanting somebody that's, that's larger than they should be. Which isn't shaming at all. It's just a preference. But I'm being called fatphobic and I'm fat shaming. But the irony of the whole thing is and I hate the whole shame. I'm being shamed, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already made a video on the whole victimhood thing, and I just don't rock with that. But for the sake of my point that I want to make, so we're being shamed by, those people, by you, and if you feel like I'm talking to you, then I probably am. No one specific, but we're being shamed by you, though. So the irony of the whole thing is saying that someone's fat shaming when you're shaming the people that have preferences that aren't you. You know what I'm saying? It's backwards. It don't make sense, but it's where we are. We all know what's healthy for us as humans. We all know. It's not news to anybody. And it's not news to anybody that we need to maintain a healthy diet to maintain a optimal BMI. It's not news to us that eating junk food is going to not be the best decision for, consumption. None of that's a surprise. We all know this stuff. So it kind of just baffles me when we're trying to stretch science to, or we're trying to mitigate science to appease, to people's feelings and emotions and, their thoughts on what they feel is healthy. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's kind of going off subject a bit, but the whole FATphobic thing it's a bit ridiculous, man. And I think if you are the type of person that will call somebody FATphobic unironically, then maybe if the person you're calling FATphobic is exhibiting some kind of fear towards you, maybe it's not because you're fat. Maybe there's another level to it, that's more internal, not physically, but something within yourself that you're shaming other people that that people just don't want to be around. I'm just saying there might be multiple layers to it. You feel me? I think that's been my thoughts on this video. I feel like I really do need to start writing down notes and bullet points for my video topics, because when these things hit me, it's kind of random. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to talk about that, and then like there's always a slew of things that I want to touch on and points and whatnot, and then I get to shoot the video, and then they all just leave me. So for now, that's my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and if something else comes to mind, maybe I'll do a follow-up video on this. But I just think it's a bit ridiculous. Everyone can live how they want right now. You know what I'm saying? We have that freedom in this country, and I accept. I mean, we're pretty accepting for the most part, I believe. So yeah, if we accept you and your decisions that you make, I'm not gonna call you skinny phobic or slim phobic for not accepting the way that I live my life. Little petty, but we're gonna end on that note. Y'all have a good one, and I'm gonna see you in the next. Actually, subscribe to your boy if you want to join the realist, and follow your boy on Instagram too. Why not? At V_ski at V_DZ94. It's up on my banner. So if you can't spell, there you go. Have a good one. Deuces.